Greetings. Yes, greetings to each and everyone out there. Yes, yes. Check. So we say families. Yeah, this is cultural expression here. And we are dealing with the safe environment, which is the home. So yes, let me just get a tune and we feel good about that.
Roots. Crash on. Love and hate can never be friends. No, no, no. Watch your style. Here I come with my brand new fresh wind with spring wind coming. If you love it so much, get this coming out summer. So when you know step it by daughter. Roots man, I say please step it little further. This your sound you're really balling for murder. So roots man come down and step it little further. So me step on a Lambrick Grove, trying to cook some ital and a brand new gas stove. I say me step it little louder. Leave up roots children, step it little louder. Oh yeah. Leave up Rasta children. Sons of Zion, alright. See with the middle of the night, when I'm holding you tight to see I feel alright. We live up one another. As soon we step it right down the little brother. So we travel down a lot down, see the kiddies gather round. The dub it London town, for a this a rockin' sound, I make we rock it little louder. Yeah, so we step it little louder. So we feel this a rhythm. As soon we say I think we feel this a rhythm. London town, you got to be proud. Yada, 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 son. Drawing Kingston down, we check out Jonestown, now we go to Brownstown. Who lost I found, for where this a really fun. And cross, wanna make we have some fun. So we step it little louder. London Bridge, I make me step it little louder. Polo Beach, I say we step it little louder. Ice cold beer from my fridge, but step it down a London Bridge, I make we step it little louder. So we step it little louder. I see you earning a lion mountain down, cross down, and I live up roots children. I saw me say I'm Mr. Dennis from Venice. I'm just not going to Mr. Dennis, the menace. I see me there, Dennis.
Now we come to the payoff. Now we come to the payoff.
This one coming straight from out of the dancer. This one coming straight from out of the dancer.
Come to be a ward, so they say. Yeah, you know.
Come along, yeah, and dig my song. Too much wagonist, too much antagonist.
Wolf and leopard. For the wolf is the wolf, the dragon is the serpent, oh yeah.
Greetings. You see the way me coming now, me coming like say, when I forget that this is the end of the week and we want the parents them and the children them, the whole family to understand that we have a responsibility as a family, but we have responsibility for the children. Yeah, so mothers, fathers, you know what I mean? Even if we are single parent, we must have that responsibility. We can't ease off of that. It come like a broken record, it's stuck in the groove. We cannot ease off of that because one most important thing is, particularly for me, my parents never allowed me to just roam about the place like that. But I was a child who loved being in the house. I just love being in the home. It's safe and you know, and Yeah, we had a what you call a broken TV, but them thing wasn't important to us then, you know. This is the thing. This thing was important to us then. And you come to a country that only the so-called wealthy people had what them call central heating or gas fire. You know what I mean? We had what is something called? We had a burner, oh gosh man, a paraffin heater. We had an oil heater, you know? And to work that, you have to go get this thing called paraffin and so forth. And if you don't get blue paraffin, you're in trouble because the pink one smell and it just foams up all your clothes and everything. Everything in the house. You have this scent, this odor upon it. So my parents never liked that one there. So, and you know, the rooms them, wherever the room them that you're staying the longest, you know, is where that heater is. You understand? That means that any other room, it cold. Yeah. So, but nevertheless, it wasn't about the fear of that cold. You understand? Because the cold of the country, even though it was that we were in the house, we just like being with our family. Straight up, you know. But yes, Mom, the mother of these children, you know, I can't say no more that one must try to have consultation or communication with your children. It's important. Don't get to a stage where you just say, well, I'm tired, I work all day, and you don't want to speak to your children. You just let them do things and you just say, yeah, no, that's not it. And don't build your relationship with your children like how you build your relationship with your new boyfriend or what have you. It's not good. And that relationship thing, if it's not the child father and so forth, or the children and father, you know, just keep things in isolation. You know what I mean? If you're having words with your partner and, you know what I mean, the words them when a bit stressed, you know what I mean? Keep them thing there to yourself. Don't make them situation there be picked up by the children them. Cause it's gonna have a rippling effect. You know what I mean? Me being the father of them children and want to know what you're getting up to all the time. When me see them children and I got prize into them. You understand? And this type of thing. And man them know, no me see that. You shouldn't do that anyway. You understand? But them is the things that we do. You see, we prize them open to find out what you're doing, what you're getting on with, you know what I mean, so forth and so forth. So, and then we might prize that open with a £5, you know. You understand? Just give him a £5 and then start ask about mommy, you know, what mommy I do and and so forth. Them things not good. You understand? Don't seduce the children them into a little petty money. You understand? Because that money is not even a bus fare in today's time. You know what I mean? £5, not a bus fare. And why is you give the children them, you know, these good fathers, you know, the ones them that try a thing? Why you give the children them this little pocket thing that, you know, can't buy a bus fare, right? You want to give the real maintenance. Don't give these little pittance and make your friend them believe, say, that you deal with maintenance, you know. You give less than a bus fare. And then you might be able to talk about, oh, you give the children them money every week. No. Give the children them some kind of pocket money or lunch money. Yeah? Work out the lunch money, you know. You see? But give the mother of the children them some real money. You understand? To suffice the children them and help herself. You can't cut round the corner and then say, yeah, do this. It's not good. You understand? When a week come now, you give her all £40, £50. You see? You deal with something. But you give the children them £5, £5, and see you do something nasty, stop that. You understand? Seriously. I know I say some of you out there vexed about that, but hear what happened? You did that make love to the woman, you know. You understand? And yeah. And here comes this child. You see? Or these children. So what you talking about? Don't screw up your face, man. Relax yourself. Because one of them good day in this life, them same children gonna turn around and help you. You're gonna need their help. You see? So do good, man. Good to follow you. Continually. Dennis Brown, yeah, we're going a birthday thing too. So here what? Hold up.
Love and hate can never be friends. So no, oh no. Here I come with love and not hatred. No, surely goodness and mercy shall follow I all the days of our life. Envy no one, no wish to be with no evil man. For there'll come the day when you'll be whipped by the Father's hand. Leave a brute children.
See, I like the things when it's doing now. So you see, when you listen to them tuning now, you must know say that come from a certain time, don't it? So here another one now.
Let's be closer together. Closer together. Oh yes. My hometown lived a quiet girl. Together we were meant to be. We were just good friends. Something deep within my heart keeps on telling me, be closer together, 'cause we must love one another. Be closer together, 'cause we must love one another. The first time I looked into her eyes, it wasn't too long before I realized she said sincere and true. She said, I love you, and at last my heart was telling me, be closer together, 'cause we must love one another. Be closer together, for we must love one another. Let's be closer together, like birds of one feather, So yes, we got to be closer together. Oh, yes. See, gypsy, gypsy, gypsy. From nowhere through a caravan around the campfire light.
see, we have a whole heap of things to deal with, so watch my romance and keep cool.
This one coming straight from out of the dancer. This one coming straight from out of the dancer. Big bang.
I've got love within my heart for you. With kisses from the start. Look at now. It really makes no difference. Without money I know it really makes no difference. I've got love I know. Easy squeeze, it makes no riot. If you know it's gonna hurt you, play it cool. Easy squeeze, it makes no riot. If you know it's gonna hurt you, play it cool. Each and everyone, everybody know this. I love you, I love you. Easy squeeze, it makes no riot if you just play it cool. It really makes no difference. Without money I know it really makes no difference. I've got love I know, I'm gonna play it cool.
This one coming straight from out of the dancer. This one coming straight from out of the dancer.
When the black man's word was spoken, yeah, and the white man's heart, it was a token. Oh yeah, we have suffered our whole life through doing things that we're not supposed to do. Yeah, we will beat till our back was black and blue. I was born a loser. I was born a loser. Because I'm a black man, I was living in my own land. I was moved because of white man's plan.
I am living in a different land. Hey, we don't want no war or fuss, oh no, no. All we need is faith and some trust. Ooh. We were beaten all our life through, doing things that we're not supposed to do, yeah. We were beaten till our back was black and blue. And I was born a loser. I was born a loser because I'm a black man. I was moved from my own land just because of all those white man's plan. I am living in a white man's land. Look here now, baby. Woo!
bigger. You understand?
You send a wedding invitation to everyone, but me, but me, but me. I said I loved you, darling, but you forgot. Can't you see?
You know, my loss was another man's gain. But when you said I do, hey girl, I only wish to God that it was I.
Now we come to the payoff.
This one coming straight from out of the dancer. This one coming straight from out of the dancer.
Now we come to the payoff.
Once again, rockers reggae music.
serious when you love somebody, you know. Serious thing. Serious, man. Me I tell you, me I talk to myself. I wish I knew you, but I talking about myself. Yeah. England cold and dark.
In the rain, it may sound crazy, but I want to go outside. In the rain, I think I'm gonna cry. Don't want you to see me cry. I wanna go outside in the rain. May sound crazy, but I wanna go outside in the rain. The sun comes shine and the rain is gone away. I know I'm gonna see a better day. Right now I feel like crying because of you. I'm crying. Don't want you to see me cry. Let me go, let me go, let me go. Go outside in the rain. I want to go outside in the rain. Once the sun comes shine and the rain is gone away, I know I'm gonna see a better day. Right now I feel like crying because of you. I'm crying. Don't want you to see me cry. Let me go, let me go, let me go. Go outside. In the rain.
And it dark in England. Cold too.
In my hometown lives a quiet girl. Together we always played. We were just good friends when something deep within climb high, look into her eyes. Wasn't long before I realized, sincere and true, darling, I love you. And at last, my heart will say, closer together, 'cause we might love.
You see, when you play a tune like that, I cry, you want to cry, you know. Sweet, man. Listen this one here. Listen this one here. All this happened last night when I see my mother and my brother, you know. Serious thing. All this start from then. It did not stop yet. Go on. Nice feeling.
If you ever change your mind about leaving me behind,
Don't.
bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it all home to me.
Yeah.
I know I laughed when you left, but now I know I only hurt myself. Bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it all home to me. I'll give you jewelry and money too. That ain't all I'll do for you. If you bring it to me, bring your sweet loving, bring it all.
You know what it come like? It come like them a call me, you know. Serious thing. One should never be afraid.
It's good to be wise when you're young,
True.
'cause you can only be young, but for once,
Serious.
enjoy yourself and
I
have
tell
lots
you.
of fun.
Birthday.
Serve God and live,
True.
my friend, and it will never done.
Cho. Enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. The years go by as quickly as you wink.
True.
Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. It's later
Then you think, yeah, man. Enjoy yourself. So let me start now. Serious.
Get wisdom, get knowledge and understanding.
I'm telling you.
Those three were given free by the maker.
True.
Go to school,
Learn the rule.
learn the rule. Don't be no
Fool.
faker.
Enjoy yourself.
It's not wise for you to be a footstool. So enjoy yourself.
You see, parents, at them thing we are saying, because if you not reason, talk to your children, then make them feel comfortable. Make your partner who always vex and screw up in face, make him understand, his life he live. Stop it You don't want him in a prisoner. You understand? And you don't want him in a donkey, jackass, mule for him. And vice versa, you know. So serious thing. Yeah, birthday, go on.
I hope you have lots of fun at your party tonight. Celebrating your day, sending out a lot of birthday wishes for you. And a lot of gifts and presents too. I'm sending out a lot of birthday wishes for you. And a lot of gifts and presents too. May your party never end. May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday to you. May your dreams be reality. May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday to you. I'm sending out a lot of birthday wishes for you. And a lot of gifts and presents too. Sending out a lot of birthday wishes for you. And a lot of gifts and presents too. And I hope the laughter and the fun will never done. Happy birthday to you. May your party never end. May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday to you. Sending out a lot of birthday wishes for you. And a lot of gifts and presents too. I'm sending out a lot of birthday wishes for you. And a lot of gifts and presents too. May your party never end. May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday to you. May your dreams be reality. May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday to you. Sending out a lot of birthday wishes for you. And a lot of gifts and presents too. I'm sending out a lot of birthday wishes for you. And a lot of gifts and presents too. Sending out a lot of birthday wishes. I hope you have lots of fun.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you, little girl. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, little girl. Happy birthday to you. If you're celebrating
how we do the things. Yes, we want to change the selection this evening. We want to change it big time. Because we don't want people to keep doing what they do and go on like say, them bright. Them not bright. Them just copy. You see? And there's nothing wrong with copying, you know. Is if me follow somebody, I believe, say, myself person, you know, that me would have tell you up front, say, you know what, me take a leaf out of your book, and me take a page out of your book. Not even a leaf, a page, you know what I mean? And just do things like that. So this evening we want to do now, I'm going to set a different standard, you know? Yeah, because standard we are set now, because when we come outside, you know, a different thing. Watch and see, you know. People that think say we not come. It's only God can stop me from coming. You understand? We are come. And we are come with a change of everything. Change our clothes, change our looks, change our everything. You understand? But when it comes to the entertainment, you know, say, we come with a change. It's only God will stop, we won't come with a change. We come. Not even with a change, come. You see? So we are saying now that we are saying out of the dance hall, which is the title for Rhythm, because it seems like something happened to them producers and distributed them over outside there that will help elevate them. You see? So we have used that title, out of the dance hall and pressure dance. You see? Because that part they know someone so them know what that is. Out of the dance as a title, but pressure dance, them know what that is. See? So that's the flavor. You understand? You see? Because we give people them too much a intro as to what the selection change is all about. You see what I mean? Because the people them both here, them not wise as far as me concerned. Myself person, you know. You see? Them follow everything. Follow fashion. All the while. You know what I mean? If a man set a pace and do something, and evidently, you know what I mean, it's like the massive run with it. So it's a couple of tune. Yeah, you must find them tune there. But if it's a sound, you know what I mean, them tune they're supposed to be in your box or your CD or whatever it is. You understand? And you have some glass with it. But if everybody do the same thing, oh gosh, man, that's boring. What my son would have said, that's boring, man. And he's not even into these things here. You understand? He's a religious young man, highly religious and responsible. Listen. Yo, hurry up. And we get a long, listen, I don't know them people and write that something, a long, oh gosh, man. A long write letter. Eh? A long letter, you know. A long letter from, you see this politics, it causes problems. Get a long open letter to the rabbi about Jeremy Corbyn. You understand? This is a response, a reply from the community as in Muslims. You understand? And this brother and his administration or whoever, he must understand, you know. If you're writing something that's got all 500 words going up to 1,000, right? You lose the gist of the whole thing, you know. Because now all of a sudden you get personal as well as you do your investigational thing, and then you bring a whole heap of different people into the thing, and we are not on TV. You see, if you're on TV and you do this, the way them just persecute people and ridicule people, a wonderful thing. But to read all this, never. You see what I mean? And choose on this tabulator, as in a phone. I can't synchronize bits and bobs and come out of this thing because it's too much. But the drift is really, you tell him, say, him wrong. And you tell him, say that them not talk nothing about Islamophobia right? But me not see the word black inside here, but you highlight people that talk about ethnic racism, you understand, and so forth. And the people them don't really, you use the word multicultural and multi-faith, you understand? Yes, you're doing gymnastics, you know. You see, you're very particular and careful on how you side the thing. But nevertheless, I got the drift. You talk about UKIP and all of them things here. But you know what, sir? And the Liberal Democrat, you talk about everybody. But you see, the something is now is this. We got to remember what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell us and Hadith Qudsi. Where in these people in country? You understand? If them infringe on our worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we've tried our efforts best to find out what the issue, what the problems are, but them continue to infringe on that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say move, because they make the earth spacious. So since that's not be the case, highlighting the fact that them have this problem with racism and always interfering with people of color. Now that happened all before 9/11. So to come with a terminology, Islamophobia and everything else. Yes, the phobia against Muslims, but you know what? You keep it in the race discrimination sector and racist sector. That's strong. You see? That's strong because when the African Muslim is assaulted and abused and everything, you yourself that are depicted to be an Asian person, right? Wanna see that as less than on ourselves. You see? And no one, we don't go up there crying all the while. People them just don't look at us and treat us fairly. You see? Fairly, because all of a sudden now, you know what I mean, we're so strong that we can endure all of these behaviors. No, we can't. We've been enjoying this for a long time. And we were your defense. I do feel that you're an Asian individual. I could be wrong, but stuff all of them. But Asian people should also know that is the African Caribbean community that give you all the freedom and give you all some safety in East London, East Ham, and all these areas that you are being victimized. You understand? And then, to top it all off, which, I mean, I joined the racist, Semites and everybody thing, you know. But I have to say this. Then you have the stores, you get money, you're being supported by yourselves, and you set up the corner shops and everything. And you do not, and you have not to date, in more than 70 years, employ any black person to run any of your shops. If you don't have a black person in the shop, is it over? Him just a stand up and watch. Especially Saturdays when there's so much people. See if you lose anything. If you lose some bananas, a bunch of banana or some yam. You understand? We never serve in your shop. We have served in Greek shops. Greeks, not Turkish, Greeks. You understand? I personally experienced that one day. But your shops, no. And it seemed that you know where we are more than we know where we are ourselves. You're always there. You're always there. But we give thanks that you provide food for us because we don't provide nothing for ourselves. But you're not humane when it comes to us. No. You're kind of under pressure. You can't say that you're racist, but you're very prejudiced. I tell you, you're extraordinarily prejudiced. You see? And I would wish for that to change. I would wish for that to change. Right? You use some statements in this thing here about black men, black people, and so forth, and you know, but this is only in relation to what this man, the Prime Minister, has been saying. This is not you highlighting something concerning us, because you all are very, 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 I won't even say smart. We're very politically conscious. I want to know how to phrase things and how to highlight things. Seriously. And we have to take some learning from you all. You see? Because you see on the fence, you play gymnastics really well. And it's only yourself that you're really representing. You're just a highlight, but you represent your community. I cannot blame you for that. But since you're Muslim, you're supposed to be representing everybody, don't you think? The Prophet never come and represent one man and one drop of water. No, he did not. See how me do that? Because when rain come, it don't have one drop and say, it must drop on the righteous one, them house alone, and leave all the other kafirs and all the infidels and all the non-fearing people out it. No, I don't know work like that. I don't know how some Muslims and people and work like that, or talk like that, or think like that, or present themselves in that manner. And then when you're labeling these people with the titles that has not been granted to these people, period, where did you get that from? You see, that's why you're playing gymnastics, you know. You understand? Where did you get that from? Judaism. Where is that mentioned in the Kitab? It's not Judaism. Neither is no Christianity. So I don't understand why Muslims use these words frivolously and somewhat succinctly and precisely, and it's untrue. Make the people understand what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called the people of Musa and the people of Isa, and also the people of Solomon and Abraham alayhi salam. You understand? Because you have the Injil, you have the Zabur, and you have the Torah. You see? So you have to distinguish the thing them properly and make them know so which camp, you know, them should be in if they're in any. Because then you know so that every other camp, every other thing that them create is their thing. This thing, Judaism, is a people's thing. It have nothing to do with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We know what they're trying to imply, but why you give them credence in that? You see what I mean? You know, millions of people that see this thing, you know. Millions. Why you give them credence with that? It's like these people, I'm going to look upon Jordan, and I say that the Kaaba was in Jordan and this and that and Petra and so forth. And I try them best to try and move the Prophet somewhere else, and I say certain other things. And instead of them accepting that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is who revealed the Quran in the classical Arabic that is in, so them can't find any other Arabic like it, them talk a whole heap of other nonsense. And who are these people? These people are these European people that are try do all kind of different things. You don't know no history of Nigel Farage. You should try and learn some history about him. You understand? Because they're all hiding in some other camp. You see? You should learn something about that. So maybe you just come the other day, but you talk about 2010 and 18 and so forth. So, stop it. Stop it. You should tell us, here, you should tell us straight away, Muslims, all you people of mankind, you understand? Right here now in England, ask the Labour Party what they will do to the unemployed and for the children them and the Islamophobia and how they're going to address the National Health Service and education. Based on a good answer from them, them deserve the vote. You understand? But you're not saying that. You're going around the rabbi. Leave the rabbi them to themselves, man. You know what I mean? If you give them too much, like me, I try to give them something, but me not give them nothing, you know. You see? Leave them to themselves. But you think long, man. Seriously. Yeah? If you was at college right now, in social science, no, it won't work there either. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah. So, I don't exhaust that time. Principle. Yeah, I have to play Sugar Man up, man.
Just thank you for the birds and the bees. Just thank you for the breeze and the trees. The sun, the moon, and the stars. Some of the greatest gift by far. You have given us a lot of things, but most of all, Jah, you make me sing. Oh, Jah, you make me sing. Tingling, hey, Jah, you make me sing. Every man got his work to do, and my work is to live and praise only you.
Saying, and this is a Rasta youth, you know. You understand? And that's why I like myself, because when I go in my sound book of Revelation, and yeah, it's a good lick. You understand? It's a very good lick. But I understand how come far right them gone straight in that book. See, my book now is based on the feelings that we've had to endure over my lifetime to date. And then listen to all these different artists, musicians, and people that voiced whatever them have to say and in them own surroundings and with them depict from around the world. You see, reading news and everything. And it's what helped sustain me mentally in England. Sometimes I have to ask myself, if the people them was loving and cherishing and caring and, so hospitable and everything, what would I be doing, be listening to and involved with? And it just comes back that there wouldn't be no need for it. Because these men, they support us, they must support for the family and their family, who them don't know already have traveled. And then they're speaking of the things that's happening right next to them also. So it's international as well as local. So you see, the world and these politicians, and all these different people, they have not done justice in any which way. Them just behave a certain way and talk a certain way and push up them chests and spend all of them time and use us as fodder, because it's sometimes the subjects them that we choose. You understand? And them see so that we're smart, are very intelligent, are inquisitive when it comes to physics and chemistry. And then people them take way and make way into murderers for them. Because now them use our knowledge and our curiosity and our creativity and make weapons and gases and all kind of different things, not to enhance life, to dictate and control other people and kill other people, because them feel so they want something from these people and want to subdue people. I would love to have a conversation for several hours with somebody about humanity. We are ill people, man. It's a small set of people that poor, helpless, but they're not helpless, that love life. It's the people that's meant to be rich and all these things that are brutal. Them ignorantly brutal. Them no have no sense of longing. And well, them know it, But it's just their arrogance and pride. And them feel so them can control. And them can't control time or life. Why not preach and preach that? Instead they make the people them nervous about reality life. When I try to show them how them can escape the filthy things them do. Hey, if we wasn't so rotten, some of the bad things that was happening in this earth couldn't have continued. But when a rotten egg, in the what you call the thing, on the MSN news, Britain always going like say she's a saint. America always going like say them is the second saint because them are brother and sisters. But everybody is supposed to be so ill. And here's a photograph showing Eisenhower, Stalin, and Churchill. What them all the three of them got in common? Blood. Not the blood that ran through them vessels, you know. The blood of a whole millions of people that them support in order to get rid of. And all them do is justify the fact that these people, you know, in them own land, is a problem today, what them call their free world. But then, when them couldn't get Stalin, as in Russia, into them club, him become the butcher. Them use language, you know. And this is Britain and America now. Them just assault them. It's the same thing happened with Germany and Austria. What them call Europe. It's the same thing happen over there, so you know. And Britain just pull them, withdraw themselves. And all these wicked experiments that they were doing, all these laboratory things that they were doing, Britain removed themselves and even capture some of the main scientists and bring them on here, and America did likewise. I have a disturbances at my door. Hold on a second. We have to just go see what is happening. What me have to do now? Oh gosh, man. You see my family? Them always interfering, you know. I'm coming. Yes, so my thing is this. When we look at eugenics programs and all these things, these things was created jointly within that European pact. England included, Germany, England, and France. And a lot of these experiments was done in Madagascar, Australia, and on the continent of Africa, where hundreds of thousands of people were killed. You understand? So when people are talking now, you hear some conversations about the Europeans, but you don't hear nothing about the Africans. You don't hear one thing about the Africans. Huh? You have to look at things like the Raiders of the Lost Ark and all these things, and you see who's doing what or who's interested in what. You see? And you see that in the first reel. And it's just one of them movies. But when you read, you do the research, and you look at what them have here, you see how dangerous these people have been. And eugenics ain't a small thing, you know. And the major problem that I have with these people, a lot of the German scientists, the crudest of them, finish up in America. And the remainder stayed in Germany. This is how this world have been running for the longest while. And then you get the situation here where me I paint the picture with Churchill and him friend, Eisenhower and all of them. Them people them do some atrocious things, star. But them justify it. So it seems like if you have certain feelings about a people and you become a politician, and even if you're not in the leadership, but you're part of that leadership group, so the prime minister is there and I'm inside that cabinet and everything, I can get my desires and aspiration dealt with. You understand? Because I have a particular feeling about a set of people. And as time go by, you know, the party that me serve, true to my influence to them gonna execute Senior Bush and his son got rid and created a big problem for Iraq and other people and Afghanistan. We have seen this country and you hear how them call it, the allies, destroy Libya. Destroy it. And the fallout of that is the African, the black man, the black people that was working in Libya has been misused by the people that them allow that them got to work for them. The covert little rats, as Gaddafi they call them, and them just misuse black people. But look at the country. Once them got what they wanted and mash up the place. Syria, a lot of people might never have been to Syria. Religious people, minded people are not. Because you would have seen the Damascus, the road that this guy Paul say him walk and Christ see him or him see Christ. Damascus, Syria. A wonderful country, a historic country. They mash it up. Clinton, she get into to the position and she make, along with Britain, Syria to be an outcast, a rogue, That them here what I'm saying, regime. And they mash up the place. But them go on like say there was some internal friction when they're the ones that's dropping bombs. And then the internal was these covert, whoever they are, land mass troops that we thought was coming in, was a part of some gang that came out of Iraq. That's how it was first put, you know. It was these, one of the wings of of the Iraqi army now that's resurfaced, that now surface and want to claim back them country. But it's not been that. It's another set of people, and them give them several names until them christen them with a particular name. What's astonishing for me is how the media always have access to these people, but the people them who's supposed to be hunting them down could never track them down. But they always have news and photographs and everything. Right now, if me sneeze, everybody know me there. You understand? And them fool us with all this kind of nonsense. But they're stalling and listen, these people, man, terrible things. Right? So I am saying all of that to say to the Asian man them, you see, una have to start on a self out and look at us properly. Whether you're Muslims or not, and especially the Muslims, una supposed to honor the Prophet and honor Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as human beings. When I hear holy ceremony, no. Because y'all are good at addressing certain things, make it seem like that is right when it's not. It's not. It's far from. And I don't want your wealth. I just want you to acknowledge me. Because when I go on the continent, you're there. And the same way you position yourself here is the same way you're being positioned there. So then we know, say, that's part of the whole British colonialism, that why you have this position. This is a unique placement that you're all being granted. Gandhi did not graduate in India. Gandhi graduated in South Africa. Him learned freedom fighting in South Africa. Him had political understanding and knowledge was learnt in South Africa from the ANC. You understand? And other activists that was there. It's not something him conjured up in India. Him leave South Africa and go back to India and do him thing. Yes. You understand? The same way the other people them use Martin Luther King as a jackass mule and ride him and ride him and ride him till them get themselves into the White House, into the Senate and these particular parts of the American political establishment. And now they're doing the same thing. Them take long though, them doing the same thing here in England. And them are the ones that mash up this Brexit thing with Theresa May, because things was not going towards the financial prudent way. I saw me want to talk it. You understand? But Churchill, nah man, we need to do some history. You need to do some history. And there was this arrogance and what you call it? It wasn't lions. It's the bulldog. Yes. It's the bulldog. You understand? Not the other station, you know. The bulldog. You see? And this is Britain. This part of the whole pride, punts and pride. You understand? I can't understand why people allow themselves to be somewhat misused mentally by these things. Perhaps some of them don't have no choice when they're looking at things. Now I'm going to move on because my family just come and just knock my thing out for 6, right? The other problem now with the leadership here, the leadership put a 3-prong statement out there. A racial thing, but they're actually begging as well. Why is they saying one thing on one side of the mouth? Them say it's tongue and cheek. So why use Nigeria? Why come with Benin and you give back this, and then at the same time you arrest and charge? You arrest somebody for a whole heap of billions and a whole heap of millions in pounds and so forth. And at the same time, you still cite Nigeria as corrupt. See? You want the votes from the church. You want the ministers, them in the church, the pastors, them, to acknowledge and remember the courtesy that you all have granted them, overseeing some of these non-registered churches, whatever they call themselves. See, everything that religion is not a church, so I shouldn't follow the trend. But these ministries. And I didn't know that there were some young ones that is bigger than T.G. Jake in England, in London. I never know that. I never knew that. And massing with all kind of big set of money and everything. It's a serious problem. Very serious problem. But to whom I'm saying is a serious problem? To young black people. To young black people. Because at some point, you may find some young Muslims be attracted to this way of becoming popular and making millions. Because it's all about the people. Once you have the people, you have money. You will get money. You understand? And Shaitan have ways and means of attracting and detracting and distracting people. And it's not the money that's call you, you know. It's the intention and the persuasion of what you can do, what one can do, having so much financial resources at the disposal. That's what happens. And that's a good lesson, you know. It's a good teaching. It's a good teaching, seriously. So I saw an interview where this man, he had enough money. And when we realized that's England, it's London, I said, what? Enough money. He's a young man too. And all he did, him know business administration, him did some business, and him understand how to mentor people. And at the same time, him decided, you know what? To be a practitioner is another step. It's another step. So, him got theological training. And with his oratorial and presentational skills, him clock it. So now he's working on the psychology of people. He found himself in the right place. Yeah. So this is the life that many of our young people, African young people, there's so much of them. Since this brother, let me see, there's lots of them. And they're young, affluent, flamboyant, living lavish lives. One shouldn't be jealous of them, but it is how did they get to that point? How did they get to that point? You know? You see the word, the names that they use. There should have been some people here that should take these people all to court for misusing, misappropriation, you know. Even God should charge them, should charge us. Yeah. Christ, you know, should charge them. I tell you, man, terrible. Terrible. So, I have to be careful that one of the pastors, them don't take the thing and decide you're interfering too much with us. Yeah, because I'm saying them should change. And then people may think say that me part of the whole big time scam. But me just a highlight pastor and say them should change because the ones me close to is under investigation. No. It's sad. But people, have a look at Churchill. Yeah, man. Have a look at the whole European history. Not even European. You know, Churchill, Eisenhower, and this whole American, British conquering the world. You see? And then ask yourself, what actually happened with 2 atom bombs? Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And the amount of people that have suffered and died so miserably and still are suffering up to today. Is this about humanity? Is it? And how can you listen to someone like that tell you, say, that's in God? It's in God them put them trust and all these things. No. It's a joke. It's a joke. Them outlast God. So they want to be God on earth. They want to do what they want to do, how they want to do it. Now we have Her Majesty son disrespecting her by the company him keep. So why ain't the politician all them people them in mourning for that? Because a serious thing that, you know. But them see them feel so that them so boasty and big. Them can just remove him for all 2 years from public eye, give the instructions to all media services not to mention him. And time is a healer. You see? He must keep out of spotlight and so forth. This is the way. So hear me now as an investigator. Wham to Lord Mountbatten. You see? And this other one that went missing, and we still haven't heard nothing from about him. We don't hear about police investigation or anything. We have to come to a point now to say, well, maybe him died somewhere. You see? The royal household. So, whether you're Muslims or whatever you are, look and see what happened. The people them decide for shut up shop on certain topics or subjects or news, them just do it. When they want to brandish you, them gonna say anything, and it's gonna be everyone's face. Just like the word Al-Qaeda. And then the other word that come up, ISIS. And then all of a sudden now, that's supposed to done, and then you start hearing about a lot of people that meant to be here and left here, and them all know about these things, and them gone across in this problem. And now they want to come back here. Me say no. And why is I'm saying no? I want to know how you know them. See? Them supposed to leave here and gone into this war zone or creating a war zone. And then certain things happen now. And you all know how things work. And they and how they get back on British shows. This is the next thing. Them get back into Europe. A joke, man. Joke. And right here where we have all these problems with our children, you don't know nothing. But far, far away, right here, then them gone where you don't know everything. Strange thing, man. You use the resources upside down, inside out. But people that can kill so much people and don't have no remorse and everything, and them say it justified because them a politician. I think our life is valuable. So you go kill someone unless you and them have some conflict. But you kill them. You got them killed. You get a whole heap of people killed. And we are supposed to love God, right? So there's no communication. There's no. Hey man, the world is sad. There's no negotiations. It's just weaponry. Beat them down until them surrender. Really? Yeah, I said destroy them regardless. And then you teach people that it's religion that did this. How did the British get into Al-Quds, which is Jerusalem? How did they get there in Palestine? Who called them? And not just the British, you know. A whole European force. How did you all get to do that? And slaughtered so much people. What was it that you wanted? To claim that you have religious units on this earth, just you alone. No one that's supposed to have any other faith or any other religion but you. You haven't taught the people them that. It's a question, a serious question to ask. Oh, why did you go there? How did you get to be going there? What was the cause and the reasons for going there? Because when America talk, they talk about their interests. Which interest is this? Which arms or legs that you have that goes right across the earth? And once you have this so-called interest, you do everything possible to get whatever it is that you want, or you believe, or you feel that you're entitled to. So don't you see, that type of mindset is why you have mafia, why you have all these gangs and all these different behaviors of people, because you all are the tutors. The real architects of criminality from a mindset. So when it come right back into a yard, into your political arena, now into your royal institutions and so forth, no wonder. Because we're not full of it. And you think the way you get away with 400 years ago, 100 years ago, now surface. Is that how you see God? It will surface, man. It will surface. And you are gone past the point now where you don't do things in the dark. You do it in the light. You do it anytime you feel like. Yes, so, my good people, I have to play a few rhythms and we are postponed. We say this thing here is on the road, you know. Out to the dance hall, pressure dance. You see that word they me put pressure? Yeah, the family just come and put me under pressure, severe pressure, I tell you. Oh, God, man. I have to, what me have to do? Oh, gosh. Me have to surface. Oh. The sub tune we played yesterday, I said we're going to play the tune today. Yeah, Paul Blackman. I have to find him now. Paul, where there? Where are you? You're somewhere here. No, man, a Paul White, yeah.
You don't have to go if your heart says no now. You don't have to go if your heart says no now. Bide your time, my baby, you'll soon get through. Bide your time, my baby, I'm all for you. I don't wanna lose 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 you. Never hurry, love, it's sad and blue now. Never hurry, love, it's all for you. Give a little time, let it come your way. Give a little time and it's there to stay. I don't wanna lose you. I don't wanna lose you. I don't wanna lose you. I don't wanna lose you, yeah. Never hurry love, 'cause it's sad and blue now. Never hurry love is all for you. Give a little time, let it come your way. Give a little time and it's there to stay now. I don't wanna lose you. 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 Give love a try if you may, my baby. Give love a try and it will stay. I said to never hurry love. No, never hurry love. No, it's sad and
See, are them big tune they make, you know, long time. So we talk about Leonard Chin. We must try find him. Leonard Chin, yeah. Listen.
I'll never forsake you. I love you. I know my Jah.
Hold on. Interruption.
I'll never forsake you. I love you. I know my Jah love me. Yes, I know Jah will never leave I alone. Yes, I know Jah with me wherever I go. Oh yeah, yeah. Jah loves forevermore. Make them talk, them evil talk. Let them do their wrongs. Oh. Their heart is filled with hate and grudge. My heart is filled with love. I'd rather be the firelight. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Burning through the dark. 'Cause I know my Jah love me. Yes, I know Jah will never leave I alone. Yes, I know Jah with me wherever I go. Oh yeah, yeah. Jah loves forevermore. He's my strength through the rocky. So I don't get weary, no, no. Over the hills and through the valley, yeah. 10,000 round about me. Oh yeah, I fear not of them in highs and lows. Oh yeah, yeah. 'Cause Jah is powerful. And I know Jah love me. Yes, I know Jah will never leave I alone. Yes, I know Jah with me wherever I go. Oh yeah, yeah. Jah loves forevermore. and they shall see the fire bright. Oh yeah, 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 burning through the dark. 'Cause I know my Jah love me. Yes, I know Jah will never leave I alone. Yes, I know Jah with me wherever I go. Oh yeah, in my heart forevermore. Yes, I know my Jah love me. Yes, I know my heart forevermore.
Yes, I like that girl, you know. I tell you, man, Eternal, she just, oh gosh, man, lovely woman. Yeah, I mean, I look for a few tunes on a quick because I got really brutalized. Yeah, I tell you. You see? Yeah, man. This is for my sister and my niece. Listen.
Six and the seven books, they wrote them hard. You are Genesis and Exodus, Leviticus and Numbers, Deuteronomy and Joshua, Judges and Ruth. For the six and the seven books, they wrote them hard. For the six and the seven books, they wrote them hard. The days. We are Genesis and Exodus, Leviticus and Numbers, Deuteronomy and Joshua, Judges and Ruth. For the six and the seven books, they wrote them hard. For the six and the seven books, they wrote them hard. For the six and the seven books, they wrote them hard. They wrote them hard. They give
Hey, you know something? If there's people them that don't, them get frightened when it comes to certain spiritual things, I tell you now, you shouldn't get frightened, you know. You see my mom now and my brother, them gone, you know. I tell you. See it? Because they were here with me. But since me get disturbed, you understand? And I just felt it, because here what now. The mind I work different. Anyway, God bless.
It was written down there by those prophets, written down there on the ground. Yeah, it was written down there by those prophets, written down there on the ground. Oh Lord, what eternity on God.
tell you, man, a serious thing, you know. Don't joke. Yeah. Yeah, we mustn't forget, you understand, me should not forget, you know. The African Caribbean Food Shop and Car Wash, Unit 1, Windsor Road, Bedford, MK42 9SU, Luton. See, we must support that. Big things are going on. They're working hard, you know what I mean? And our intention is to go there and consolidate and do things with them. Support the cause, because if we think African Caribbean Food Shop is outside of the precinct, but you know what I mean? Support is support. And Car Wash, yeah, that put the Eastern European them in a position. Unit 1, Windsor Road, Bedford, MK42 9SU. Yes. You understand? So you just have to go on there. And like I said last time, any suggestions when you visit the place, instead of criticizing, when you get back home and everything, why is you there and there are things that you feel say them should have and they don't have, make it be known, right? Have your own suggestions, comments, views, opinions. It's welcome. It only gonna help. You understand? And if it's another person, store where you live already, you know what I mean, in your own vicinity, your own area, do likewise. Don't wait till you get home and go tell somebody no that such and such place, them have this and them have an order and rare. No. Talk to us. Talk to the people them and you help them. It's social skills and it's empowering. You understand? And all we're doing is strengthening ourselves. When you go Tesco's and Sainsbury's them, you not do that. You just spend your money regardless. And when you go Chacha, man, you do the same. You see it? But when it's us, you go around the corner and talk to everybody. and then they don't even visit the shop to see if what you're saying is what you're saying. You understand? The shop not get support from there, right? Criticism is good, not negative one. Criticism, good criticism, you know. We don't need pessimists in these things. We need optimists. And, you know what I mean? Your food stuff might not be there, but all the same, you just give Jack him jacket and help those who are striving. So before you know it, you look around, you see we have big supermarket and so on. Because we need institution, we need supermarket, we need health clinic, and we need school. And all these things, you need a bank. You know what I mean? So why is you thinking about voting? Huh? Which Governor General for the islands I work with the different prime ministers them in this country and make sure that Caribbean people them have the utilities and resources that we require. None of them. None of them. You know what they do? This is what them do. We have officers come from the Caribbean and come to the police academy and train in places here and help train them and inform them about our nature. Huh? And you think say that this was yesterday. No. It's evolving door. See? So them come down and teaching about the new youth, the different generations. It's been something that's been maintained. See? Now, that is not problematic in itself. They don't come when we are killed in police custody or die in police custody. They don't come investigate that. See? So are we their citizen? You have to ask yourself a serious question. Who is responsible? Why you fly the flag and why do you have this passport? It's a serious thing. You understand? So those people who are trying to do things in this climate that we're in, we need to support them. If there's something that them shop don't have and, you know, and you just go and they just make them know. You know what I mean? And if the stuff that you buy, it lasts for 1 day, just show them even that, report that. Because the supplier, them have to make the supplier understand that they're giving them half rotten or nearly rotten produce. You see? So, you know, so that if you really watch the thing properly, you know, so that the Asian them have that market locked. Is we have to come in and get inside there. You know? But if our island ministers then were working, we wouldn't have to be even thinking about getting inside there because we get shipment. We get support. Because it's our produce and it's coming from we islands. See? Yeah. So them things that we have to think about. Don't make it sound like it's so difficult. If you don't get support in some things, nothing will happen, right? And something can happen, but it's just going to take you around the world for a long time. And everybody thinks, how come you don't use the technology, this, and this? And it's not the technology. It's about the information, and it's about the service and the transportation. You understand? And how you just work with the market. You know, the same way we have record, and we were having farmers. Wow. It's not that we don't have farmers, you know, but we do more in the record and the recording than in the farming. And the farming is not like the record. It's only when the produce have to be shipped, but it's not like the record. You know? It's now the weight and the parceling and all that, but it's the same thing. The same thing, transportation, ordering, receiving, you know. It's just that with the produce, no, you need a property, you need storing place, all them something there, all these something. So what happens? A lot of people required, you know. No one person. A sound system could all be 3-4 persons, you see. Even 12, because little more now when the boxes them have to be carried into a place. You need more service, but the main people could be just 4 people. Yeah. Just like that. So many things and groups is not one person, no matter how the people try to use Casio and this, that, and everything. No. It's just we are always 4 or 5 persons. And the very clever persons now, musicians them, is still their band along with the computer and different things. So what I'm saying here, it's all about commitment. It's all about people them doing things together. So may I go in on that which we're going to bring this evening, we'll bring it Tuesday, God willing. Yes. So yeah, we just had to part that up, man. You know, obedience to wife. Yes, Errol Dunklin. Yeah. Guidance. Hey, don't get too disappointed, you know. You see what I mean? Because you see, what happened is when me change, my mother and my brother left. I tell you the truth, them left. You see? Okay. Because them with that groove with me, you know, from yesterday. You see? And then come pay a visit before me start. And soon me get up. Yeah. You see, and that's unfortunate. So I will be able to recapture that, but we have to wait for them to return. You see? No. And that's spiritual. And it's real. I tell you. It's very, very real. So God willing, yeah, we will do this show, complete this show on Tuesday, along with whatever else does appear. And I will go in more on that spiritual realm. You see? And there's something brewing. There is something brewing. Yes. Fret not.
The mirror of my eyes, I can see people crying, people dying, people need to be loved, people moving up and down.
You see, I chose that, but you know what? It's the wrong thing, you know, because that emotion, along with those lyrics, what is happening? Yeah, boy. Life. Yes. I think this is the one. I'm a gone. Yes. No. Guidance.
Let's build our dreams together.
I think I'm really on track, you know. You know why? It's when I sieve this out, I see mommy. See? And my feelings yesterday said to me, that my brother would have danced a certain way. You see? And lo and behold, he was here. Lo and behold, he was here. So, being that be the case, we are sending them back with joy until such time. Assalamu alaikum. Anybody outside, they don't get vexed, you know. Just hold off, man. Understand a spiritual journey is a spiritual journey, and nothing wrong. I am not down. I'm all right. Guidance.
Let's build our dreams together. Let's make our lives much better. We've been together for so many years. Why must we leave each other in sorrow and in tears? I'm only human, trying to understand. All I need is your sweet guiding hand. Let's build our dreams together. Let's make our lives much better.
Oh, you must understand, if you want to be a better man, you've got to fight harder every day. Oh yeah, doing the things that's right, pressing on day and night. If ever you wanna see the light,
let's build our dreams together. Let's make our life much better. Let's build our dreams together.
Guidance, listen.
Let's build our dreams together. Let's make our lives much better. We've been together for so many years. Why must we leave each other in sorrow and in tears? I'm only human, can't you understand? All I need is your sweet guiding hand. Let's build our dreams together. Let's make our lives much better.
oh, you must understand, if you want to be a better man, you've got to fight harder every day. Oh yes, doing the things that's right, pressing on day and night. If ever you wanna see the light,
Let's build our dreams together. Let's build our dreams together. Let's make our lives much better. We've been together for so many years.
so why must we leave each other in sorrow and tears.
Let's build our dreams together.
You think of that? Hold this. Gone. Give thanks. We have to do it like that, guys. Yeah? So we have to say guidance, give thanks. You know, say that the Spirit will run things, it controls things, and I love it just like that. The greatest gift you can give to someone is your time. The greatest gift you can give someone is your time. Why? Someone is asking out there and say, where are you going with? Is it because when you give your time, you are giving a portion of your life that you will never get back. And you not look to get it back, you know. You look to satisfy yourself and others. At this juncture, that didn't quite go that way, but we still give some time. So God bless each and every one. Subscribe, tell a friend, you know what I mean? And we're there with you, God willing. Right, Salaam Alaikum, guidance, be good. And take care of our children and ourselves until Tuesday, God willing. Salaam Alaikum. Gone. All right, that selection's still there, man. Principal, him is dizzy.